just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. It's Williams on the catch. Finding space at the 40. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Chargers at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows first down. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Murray off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Boyd from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On play action, it's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
First down, Murray. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Open man is Michael Thomas. He's got room at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Thomas, 45 yards. And the Cards are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side, complete. That's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. If you last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just...
He's got a man, complete! And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Running on first down, Eckler. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Taylor counter in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give right side Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
But doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away. I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room. Sprint him out to one side or the other and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying it?
He's got him in, complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 71 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Swift is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You got to secure it.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Yeah, he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler.
Eckler. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Play action. Now it's Murray. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A give, Eckler running to the right. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. That's a lot for them.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.